Peace, what it do? Welcome to the channel, Pisces. I am aTone. This is aTone Tarot. You are tuned in for a 10-day forecast for the first 10 days of October. We will be getting into a money message. I'll be tapping in using the Everyday Witch Tarot along with this lovely career and finance oracle deck and clarifying as needed with this character oracle deck. So without further ado, Pisces, let's get up into your message. If you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. But let's see what's going on with my Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first 10 days of October. Tapping into a money message. Let's see what's going on with your finances, Pisces. What do my Pisces collective need to know as it relates to the first 10 days of October? What's going on with your money, Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Pisces collective. Let's see what we have. I'm going to pull 5 cards from this deck, 5 from the career and finance deck. And like I stated, clarify as needed with that character oracle deck. Five cards, Spirit, please. For my Pisces collective. First 10 days of October. I hope all is well out there with you guys. All right, Pisces, that is your first 5 cards. Let's get up into the next 5. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what we have for the first 10 days as it relates to some money moves. My Pisces collective. All right, Pisces, let's get up into your message. So, for the first 10 days of October, as it relates to your money, you got the 8 of Wands, the 2 of Coins, the Sun in reverse, the Queen of Swords, as well as the Page of Cups. And from the Career Oracle deck, you got Expression, Shedding, Short Term, and Progress. I owe you another card, Pisces. We're supposed to pull 4 cards. 4 cards. I'm sorry, 5 cards. I only pulled 4. One more card for my Pisces collective. I like it. You got the Future. All right, Pisces, let's get up into your message. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first 10 days of October as it relates to your money. Okay, Pisces, it looks as if you might go get a second job or a part-time job to hustle up some money for the holidays. I'm picking up on a Pisces collective that is wanting to go all out in the holiday season, wanting to do a big Thanksgiving, wanting to do Christmas big, like really wanting your money to be out. Like you want to do some things with your money in these holiday months coming up, right? And you will be moving around quite a bit, not relocating. So moving around, a lot of movement, a lot of, I'm picking up Uber, Lyft, going and getting money that way, going to Amazon, getting a second job there, working your regular 9 to 5. You got a side hustle here. Like I'm picking up on a Pisces collective that is really wanting to generate an additional set of money for just a short period of time. This is not, you don't want this to be your way of life, but you're looking at, let's just say from now until the end of the year. I know this is a 10-day forecast, but you're saying, okay, at the beginning of October, from then to the end of the year, I'm gonna be hustling, grinding, you going to the second job, getting these extra set of coins because Thanksgiving is being hosted at your house. And maybe it's the first year that your mother-in-law is coming by and you wanna put on a big to-do for her. You know what I mean? Like there's something as it relates to how you want to show up and express yourself in the holiday months, Pisces, with your money. Yeah, you want to show off a little bit with your coins. It's like not show off in the sense of look what I got, but you want to show your people that you love a good time. You want them to have all of the creature comforts in your home when they come to visit. You want everything to be just right. So if you have family coming into town, again, your house might be the house this year where people are coming in from out of town and everybody's staying at your house. And you need more linens, you need more you just need more, and in preparation for the more that you need to bring into your house to support the additional people or guests that you're going to be hosting, you're going to be juggling, hustling, moving, shaking to get that money. With this two of coins being here, and you have the sun in reverse. Now, I know this is basically telling me with this sun in reverse is that you are not able to go out and play. You have to go do some hard work, roll up your sleeves. It's not playtime right now. It's hustle time. It's grind time because you need an extra bit of coins to create, like I said, those creature comforts for the people that you love that are coming into your home. Or you may have a mother or mother-in-law or father-in-law coming to stay with you for a little while that you need to support and take care of. Or maybe a child is coming in from another marriage that you're supporting. Not another marriage, like if you're married to someone and they have a child from another marriage and that child is now needing to come live under your roof, that's an additional child, an additional mouth that needs to be provided for. But it's only for a period of time. It's not forever. It's just, maybe this school year, this child has to come live with you, or maybe from now until the end of the month, this child has to come live with you, or this individual, this extra mouth that you have to provide for is coming to live with you, but it's only for a short period of time. And eventually they will exit or not be there in your home. It's just temporary, whatever this is. But whatever it is, you recognize it as a thing that you have to go get some extra money for. Like, all right, I need to go get me a side job. I need to go get me a seasonal job that puts a couple extra dollars in my pocket, because you're thinking ahead and you're thinking smart with this Queen of Swords here as it relates to your money, and what its future state will look like, right? Because, you know, Pisces, you want to be able to express yourself freely. You don't want nothing to change as it relates to how luxurious your lifestyle is, right? So if something is taking away from it, you are wanting to go get that extra money so that nothing is missing. Like, you don't want to have to sacrifice your Starbucks because someone's child or mother is coming to live with you, or you gotta, no, you like, I will do double duty before I give up my luxuries. Hey man, I'm not mad about it. Go get it if that's how you want to live. If you like, look, nah, I will work hard and hustle hard to continue to sustain this lifestyle, because I cannot go without my creature comforts for however long, even if it's just temporary. If you telling me, oh, this person or this thing is only going to be a blocker or cause a slowdown or take away from my money, and it's only for a temporary period of time, I'm willing to go get some extra money to fill in that gap during that time span, because I don't want to miss nothing, is what I'm picking up on for this Pisces collective, right? You got expression, and then, like I said, shedding. You don't want to have to get rid of certain things. And while we grow up and shed certain things, this is for this shedding card. I'm picking up on shedding a environment or a setup, a dynamic family dynamic is no longer going to be the same. Something's going to change as it relates to your family dynamic, that is going to have an impact to your finances, but it's only going to be for a short term. It's not forever. In the short term, again, that can be measured in a couple of different denominations, right? This is a 10-day forecast. It could just be a 10-day sacrifice. It could be for 10 months. It could be for 10 weeks. Who knows? Like I said, it is short term though. It's something that you do for a limited period of time. And it will lean towards your progress, because you don't want to interrupt your progress at all by whatever this is. And you're willing to not interfere with the plan by way of adding a little muscle. You know, you offsetting what is being taken by way of a little hard work. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Or you might be saying, you know, you want your mom to come live with us. You might have to go get a second job for that to happen, because who's taking care of the financial impact that comes with that? I'm not. You know, it might be that type of position that you take in the first 10 days of October, Pisces. But let's clarify this sun in reverse. Before I close out your message, I will review the wording on each career and finance card that was pulled for you, Pisces. So for expression, it says, you need work that lets you express your creative self. You could do well at writing, blogging, or a career in communication. So whatever this is, clear communication needs to be expressed around how you feel as it relates to this financial decision that's coming your way, Pisces. Shedding says you are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. That's interesting. That could be for a very specific Pisces. So a career in medicine and healing, a Reiki healer, even something along those lines might be up your alley, Pisces. Short term, this position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries, you will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. Remember, it's just for a period of time, and you'll know whatever that period is by way of your situation. Progress, it says, it seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay the course for at least a few more months before making a change. Remember, the identification of time frame for me in relation to this Pisces message is beyond 10 days. It feels like the first 10 days of October will start and spark what you will have going on for October to the remainder of the year. Because you're thinking about your future. And the future says plan for the future while living in the present. So you're currently laying down foundation blueprints for what that next step is going to look like. But you're always supported by spirit. Remember that. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. Again, your foresight of what will possibly be taken away from or what you would have to sacrifice is very much on point. Pisces, you already see it. Like, yeah, I see what's coming. You know, with this situation, I see how this is going to impact me in the future by way of some drama that might be coming down the pike, and you're already planning ahead to get ahead of it, to be preventative around those financial impacts. So let's clarify this sun in reverse for my Pisces collective. Let's see what we got going on with this sun card in reverse. If you haven't done so already, please, Pisces, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's see what's going on for my Pisces. Let's clarify this sun in reverse. All right, Spirit, let's see what's up with this sun in reverse. Why is this here? We got revolutionist, coach, and the fool. Now, the sun being in reverse, I stated that this is a sacrifice. Like, all right, I see this coming. Something is going to be taken away from me. My luxury, my creature comforts, like, I don't want to, right? And you got coach, the fool, and revolutionist clarifying the sun in reverse. So for a revolutionist, it says champion of transformation. Again, something's got to change. You may not be in favor of the change, but it's changing. Your environment, your setup is going to change. Freedom fighter, pursuer of welfare, justice. You know, even though this change is coming and this sacrifice is needing to be made, Pisces is definitely saying, I still need my justice. I need my just due. I'm not just going to give up everything and not get anything out of this deal. A good compromise has to happen because I'm no fool, right? with the Fool being here, it says ignorance, rashness, impulsiveness, something that happened quickly. Somebody makes a impulsive decision, possibly out of ignorance, that impacts you, right, Pisces? And then Coach says train, nurture, develop a plan, encourage, and support. So you might have to inadvertently support somebody that is being foolish. Like, it could be your husband, wife, significant other, boss, brother, sister, mother. Someone's making a decision that you don't necessarily agree with, but out of loyalty, respect, and honor, you're going to go with it. But you're going to shore up your bets and insulate your position in all of this by way of possibly putting in a little extra work to make sure that your space is still comfortable, cozy, carved out, and not lacking. I know that's right, Pisces. Pisces said, all right, you know, our family and living dynamic may change. We might get a little more packed in this house, but I'm gonna put a key lock on my door to where I create a certain amount of security and boundary that I control who comes and goes in my space, right? So you find a way to create a stopgap, if you will, for something that just happens quickly and changes your setup, and it has an impact to your finances, Pisces. So I would love to hear whatever this is. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest. But until next time, peace.